Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakurasou here, coming at you guys with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch for you guys today. And Battles of Legends Crystal Revenge drops this Friday. Actually, that was next Friday. But around Wednesday, Thursday, you guys are going to have a 5 cards to have from Battles of Legends Crystal Revenge. You guys are going to get a 5 cards to have in your trade binder as well this month. It's just this month is jam-packed with sets. So I kind of have to balance it out once per week. As usual, if you guys enjoy these mark watches, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. If you are buying any cards on TCGplayer or anything on TCGplayer, please use my affiliate link down in the description below. It helps out the channel to no additional cost to you. Let me know what I'm going over next mark watch. Alert me of any buyouts, whatever you guys want me to go over. I love when I get suggestions from you guys. And consider being a YouTube channel member. The perks are pretty cool. Remember, $5 gets you into the Discord where you could ask me personal questions, as well as, the community is kind of popping over there a little bit. So consider that if you have the disposable income. I know it's a little hard for a lot of people right now, so hopefully if it is, you guys could get through it, whatever the struggle really is. And we're going to get right into it. So Battles of Legends Crystal Revenge here. Starlight Rare Access Code is selling for about $500 here, $650 right here. Now the thing with Access Code is that it's not once every 2 cases or every 4 cases, right? Like it was with other Battles of Legends, where it's like, oh, if I get 4 cases, I'll probably pull 1,000 Dragon, maybe 2,000 Dragon, or if I get unlucky, 2 Utopias, right? Astral Rare. The issue with Battles of Legends Crystal Revenge is that there are 9 Starlight Rares in this set, meaning that, math-wise, this doesn't mean that it's gonna go exactly like this. In fact, it's probably not. You would have to get 18 cases to get 1 of every single Starlight. Granted, and again, that's not gonna happen. If you get 18 cases, you're probably gonna pull like 3 random right arms, right? Hey, you might even get 2 access codes, right? And like say 3 left legs. You don't really know exactly what you're gonna get. Plus, hey, you might not get 9 starlights, you might get 10, you might get 8. You guys get the point here. But you got the Exodia head over here at 380 over here. They are selling for 400. I feel like a lot of people might just get the head and be done with it, because we're looking at roughly a $2,000 Starlight Rare playset. Now, granted, some people are going to be able to afford that. They're going to see it as an investment to the future, which I can understand, but so far the pull ratios look like 1 every 2 cases. If Konami is doing something differently, like 1 per case, I think that'd be great to see. Access code normal secret rare, $35, $36. If you want an access code, I think this is a very fair price. Now, I would keep an eye on it because you do have a wall of 29 copies here. This card could go down, but Konami will short print the second reprint of this card. In fact, with Invocation, they short printed all 3 of its reprints until the 4th one, which was like a random gold. But yeah, $36 here. Not too bad. Then you have Toon Page Flip Secret Rare over here for about $15. This is going to be a very good pickup, but at $15, definitely not. Toon cards will go wild. Players actually like playing Toons. They like having Toon cards. Collectors love having this, especially a new secret rarity. They may have their original Ultras, but they're going to want to get secrets too, especially if they're very cheap. So I would keep an eye on this card. $15. It's not that this is way too much. It's just that this card's not going to hold $15. Right now, it's probably going to go down to somewhere around single digits. It's hard to kind of put a grasp on this card. You got Clockwork Knight here, the field spell that I keep forgetting the name of, but today, luckily, it's right here in front of me. This card is going to be played in Cyber Dragons. All face-up monsters on the field become machine. Machines you control gain 500 attack and defense, and you control, so not all around the board. 500 for just you. And then all machine monsters you control lose 500. Well, hold on. Also your opponent controls lose 500 attack defense. This card is very good because it's just essentially a straight 1,000 attack / defense difference for you and your opponent, right? Which I think is actually quite good. I understand that might be not that powerful nowadays, but still something to really look at. Now, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then discard 1 card, add 1 Earth Machine type monster from your deck to your hand. You can only use the effect of Clockwork Knight once per turn, and you can only activate 1 once per turn. So you cannot, if you have, say, 2 copies of this, you sadly can't activate 2. Now, this card is essentially a neg-1 search, or not neg-1 search, but a neutral search, because you do have to discard a card, and that is cost, and then banish this from the graveyard. you could foolish return this. So in Earth strategies, whether it be, you know, your normal ones or FTKs or whatever, you can get a search by playing 3 copies of this card and 3 copies of Foolish Burial. Or if you really, you know, want to, 3 copies of Foolish Burial, 1 copy of Clockwork Knight. Just something to kind of consider here for this card. Pretty good card overall. I don't know if it's going to hold 15 or not, but if you've been wanting to play this for Cyber Dragons, you want to guarantee your copy. This is the 3 of, I believe, in the deck. So Ian Shuffle at 14, Celine's at 14. Not bad for Celine. We don't have Hulk in the game anymore, so this isn't the quick access as it used to be, but it's definitely something to keep your eye on. I feel like this is going to creep up over time very, very easily, but we have to see the quantity of these around. I think they're going to go less than $10. Toon Blackluster Solar at $12. Honestly, for a pre-sale, that's not that bad. That's pretty good, actually. If you really want to grab your Toon Blackluster Solars, like you've been waiting a while, you see right here $12. Might not be too bad. Borderlord Savages at 13. A lot of people want this reprint of this card, and I have no idea why, because this card's not seeing that much play. And the card was maybe $20, $25, which, again, is a bit pricey and all that, but Borderlord Savage has always been a card that's been in and out of the meta. $13 is not bad, per se, but this is more of a card that I would rather get the Megaton Secret or the OG for a few extra dollars at this presale. I wouldn't bother with this secret unless it goes a lot lower. Bookmarks at 10s, not too bad here for bookmarks, but again, just like Toon Page Flip, this is going to drop as well. I wouldn't get it. Chaos Creator here at $8. It's funny because this is what this card used to be all the time. $8 until it went back up. I feel like this is going to go around $2 for Chaos Creator. This card's good, it just doesn't see play. Fusion Destinies at $7. You know what? I think that's not too bad. I think this card might go down a little lower, but a lot of people do want this card. So this is kind of a card to keep an eye on. Got Royal Slash at 9, to F-Zeros at 6.5. Not too terrible. Blackbeards at 4s. Those will be like $1.50. Chaos Spaces at 6s. It's not awful. You know, Shadow Ninja here at $7. Artemis at 6. Not pretty good reprint. They're reprinting this manga promo, which is pretty good at 7. I don't know how relevant it is, but you have the Doodles at 5, Keys to Kills at 5s, Golem Invalid or whatever that is at 5. They got a lot of other cards here that are less than, that are basically just the pack itself here. So this set's not too bad here. Amazoness Queen, OTS Tournament Pack 6. This card is bought out to about $12.50 for light plays. In fact, near mints are 16. And that's ridiculous. That's just a very inflated buyout because super rares here, near mints are 10s all across the board. First and supers are 17s. Right over here. So why would you get the common for, you know, $16 when you get a first ed for super for 17? Makes no sense. The reason why this card is bought out is because Amazon has gotten support recently, as well as there's been a really fun deck profile that's been running around. I didn't get any tops or anything like that, but a lot of people looked at the deck. They find it really fun. They think it has some potential, so they're trying to get, you know, net decked out, or at least get what is essential. Which apparently Amazon Queen is. I don't know too much about the deck itself. This is just a very dumb buyout. If you have commons, just sell them. If you have supers, if you really like the deck, go for it. But if you have an unlimited super, definitely sell it, or something that's on a condition you like say a mob play, because cards are absolutely inflated. Sky Iris OTS Tournament Pack 3 here. Super rares. This is about $6 for lightly played. Your mentor is $6.60. You could search out Revolution for this, and that's why a lot of people want this card. As well, this has been a pretty decent searcher for a lot of Pendulum archetypes in general. $6 isn't too bad, but what concerns me here is that the commons have 23 listings and 27 respectively. Now, granted, someone has 34 here, but these are $1 to $2. The supers being $6, that's something that could easily go up over time. So it's a card to keep an eye on. Iodized Revolution Dragon. Now, this is a card that actually sells like hotcakes, which is really funny because if you watched my channel during the 2021 Megatons, I said to sell this immediately because there were just so many better hitters. And to this day, I still think there are better hitters than this card because 2021 was very stacked, even though it did quite poorly for singles after, say, 2 weeks. $3.50 though for your odd eyes. Secret rares are about $15 here. Not bad for secret rares. In fact, secret rares were always around that $10 to $15 mark. So if you actually really like this card, the secret does look absolutely gorgeous, and it is a Rise of the Duel secret rare, meaning that there's a limited amount of these available because of how popular Rise of the Duels was. Definitely a game-changing set. Number 97, Dragulion, right over here. Now, this card used to be anywhere from $25 to $35. It got the reprint and goes to the past 2, I believe. And this card was like $5-6. I said, this is not bad for an OG secret. But at $263 here, if you guys want Dragulion, I would not even bother with the Ultra Rare. Ultra Rare is being about 20 cents here. Not a bad pickup in general, by the way, just as like a cool penny stock here. But yeah, Seekers at $2.5, $3. I would get those while you could. Traptrix Almors, Starlight Rare here from Edco. 300, 308, 324, 485, 500. I believe that we could see this card definitely rise as we get closer and closer to the Traptrix structure deck. If it is meta relevant at all, or you could run Traptrix in any sort of capacity, in the format or next format. I say next format because, again, I don't have faith that this deck would be meta during this tier 0 format. It's not too bad. Although resolving your grave diggers would be easy as pie this format. If you could resolve it 4 times and turbo it out, it's actually really funny. Traptrix Sarah here, secret rares, $20 for secrets. People just really want their secret lolly. Ultras are 64 cents here. If you have secrets, I mean, good job. You won. Dark Grepher, Turbo Pack Booster 3, Ultra Rares. A lot of people actually want me to go over some Turbo Pack cards and be like, hey, what should we pick up from Turbo Pack? Is there anything worth a dime there that we can invest in? And obviously there always is. Now, Dark Grepher here, Ultra Rare, you discard level 5 or higher to special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn, you discard a Dark Monster to send 1 Dark Monster from your deck to the graveyard. So you can essentially get 1 Dark from your deck to the grave, and then you discard one of your own Dark Monsters to special this as well. So you get 2 discards of this, so get effects, and then a Dark Monster from your deck to your graveyard. Now, this card, could it be used in Dark World? The way I'm thinking is older formats used to use this to get DAG on the board, because this literally emptied out 3 if you used its special summon effect, and then its effect to put from the deck to the grave. So you'd have your grave stacked up with darks to get effects. You'd special summon your deck, and you did not use your normal summon, right? That's what was really good about this card. Now, this card's played in a bunch of older formats. It's also played in Orcus as well. I think this is a very good card, Orcus, because you just put darks like that in the grave. Now, 25 for lightly played, 28 for near mints. If you guys want a good investment, Dark Grepher, easy bet, especially for older formats. If Orcus comes back, or if people decide to play this maybe with the Dark World deck, who knows? Secret rares here, because if I didn't go over secrets, I get yelled at. $60 here for your lightly played. Near mints are 100. First editions here are about 141 for a light play, 172 for a near mint. I remember when I could trade in Ulti Desires for a Dark Grepher straight up, but I was going to use the Ulti Desires. And while I loved using my Ulti Desires, I really wish I got this secret rare. I mean, it's one of the trades I kind of regret a little bit. Gladiator Beast, Heraclinos, Turbo Pack Booster 2 here. Ultimate Rare, with Edison getting more popular, as well as older formats. Gladiator Beasts are a big fan favorite. Ultis right now, these have jumped to 150 to 200. 75 for light play. Another 2 copies there for 80. 95. And then that's really it. Like, this card doesn't have that many listings. So, if you guys are looking for a good investment, this is what you should be grabbing right now. Carbons. I told people to get this when it was, I think, 30 or 60 for lightly played. Something. I actually don't even remember because it's been forever. Well, your lightly playeds are 168. So, you got at least $100 off so far. If you got these, you got PSA for 1,200 here. Carbons, I mean, people don't remember how good of a tuner this was because you just emergency teleport it, get a free card, and this card, selected as an attack target, you pay 800 life to negate the attack. This won games. This stalled out to your next turn. It was pretty funny, actually. Like, I've seen people activate this card, like, 8 times in the same duel. Or in the same match, or in the same turn, I should even say. Well, not turn, but same duel, I'm going to say. Rescue Cat, Turbo Pack Booster 3. Lightly Plaids are $69. Limits are $73. with how beautiful this card is. If you guys don't know, it's one of my top 10 favorite cards, which is really funny because I don't really play this card at all. Getting these for less than 100 is very good. When TCGplayer were a big thing, these went up to about 100 something. It was a very relevant card back in the day before its errata. Definitely a card that if you want to get your ultra or your super rare turbo pack cards, this is a very good card to grab. Fishborg Blaster here. This is $26 here. This card can never come back. But the way I see banlist is when, not if. Usually, this card is just absolutely nuts, especially right now. Getting out this high rarity for the ban binder is not a bad idea. Oh, I had the Amazon screens pulled up already. My fault, guys. Ball Prosperity here. Secret rares are about $35, $36. OGs are about $41. If you have prismatics from the mega pack, just sell them and get the OGs. Originals at 40 is a joke because this card's not accessible either, but this just matched them. I don't know what to say. Don Zalug, the Lost Art here, $50 here. Someone asked me why this card's more expensive than the original. People are at $41, $50 here. People aren't really gonna buy these. I mean, they are selling here for quite a bit actually. You know, I just don't remember people getting this even, which is really funny. This card's gotta go down. That's all I gotta say. It's gotta go down eventually. So, people just love it because it's the revolvers, and some people like Lost Arts because they look very clean. They use a completely different foiling, and usually the quality is actually good, which is a rarity nowadays. Radioactive Arsenal Falcon. I covered this card was like $4 or $5. Now it's about 8 to 13. This is a way to use Wind Statue to its fullest capability because you can special on the wing the Wind Statue, I believe, with this card, and that's why people are looking at it because Shotri Law, they get a Wind Barrier statue. I mean, shit. Now, on Cardmarket, which a lot of you have said, Cardmarket is crashing. Cardmarket is, you know, has these for so much cheaper. And they do, you know, right here. They literally have them for not even $1. And you could pick up 4. I don't know exactly how ordering from Cardmarket works. A lot of people want me to do a Cardmarket market watch, where if I did this, I'd love to compare certain cards. So I would probably ask, hey, what comparisons do you want me to make? I went over this in a market watch before when Dasher Ultimate Rare went to the moon, because Dasher Ultis were like a third of the price on Cardmarket than they were in the TCG. But yeah, if you have a way to get Cardmarket, you could get $12, $13 cards for like 30 cents. I mean, I don't have to tell you what to do at that point. Visa Starfrost here from Dimension Force. These are back to about $8, $9. This one's getting hyped up a lot, and it still could be hyped up a lot. If you guys want to get this card to hold on to, if you get your reprint, it's going to be an Ultra. It's going to be like probably a Super. If they put it as an Ultra or a Prismatic Secret, that would be very weird to me. But secrets at $8, $9 are not that bad. Then you have Astral Kuriboh here. I told people to get this at $3. Right now they're $9, going up to $10, going up to $11 here. And these are selling like hotcakes. Someone asked me in my comment section, should I cash out on this? Because I'm very tempted. But the way I see it is you don't always have to strike the iron while it's hot, because there are buyouts that are inflated and buyouts that are not. This card has gradually risen to the $9. You know, let's look at the last 6 months, right? This was $3, $3. Then it kind of went up to 4s, 5s over here. The graph's not going to show up, but it went up to 4s, then 5s, then back down to 3.5, 4, but has slowly started rising in September, right? And we're in November now, and it's slowly rising. It's going down a little bit, but it keeps going back up overall. I think that this card, if it hits 15 and you have a lot, when I mean a lot, I'm not talking a playset or two. I'm talking, the person who has a lot knows exactly what I'm talking about. I would start offloading these slowly. Now, I told people that this is a card to get at least 3-4 playsets of. This card hits 15, maybe get rid of a playset. But I think this card could go up towards 20. But keep an eye on it, because if it starts kind of going down, like let's say the listings go from 32 to like 70, 60, 70, you know, and you see these at about 10s and all that, well, make triple your money on a playset or two and call it a day. That's what I would do with this card, because this card is broken, in my opinion. It's like It's just so good. You special summon this and reveal any number, and this card becomes that level revealed ranked. And while it's face up in the monster zone, you can't special monster from the extract except for numbers. While this is face up, so basically you try to do this when you have to. You can this. It does give you your opponent a choke point. So if they say have something to get your board into not special summoning a number while this face up on the field, you're kind of from the extra deck, you're kind of screwed. So this could be used as a choke point, but number of monsters also gets protection. What's it called? Which is really funny. By bout or opponent's card effects. So card is definitely busted. Shadow Schism here. Now, the reason why this card is very good, and I still think it's very good, is because you could play a very small Dogmatika package in your deck where you're able to... You don't actually have to play Flirteries, even though Flirteries, in my opinion, is a good card. But you could play essentially one Schism in the main deck, an Opclone and a Construct in the side, or in the extra, not in the side. If you put them in the side, that's useless. And then you could... What you could do is you could... play a little bit of Nadir Servant, a little bit of Dogmatika Ecclesia with one Maximus, because Maximus is going to be you're going to be able to get a Maximus on board, an Ecclesia most likely, and a Schism, which is really, really good. In fact, I always thought that it was very underrated. In fact, you might even you could even play make it like 5 cards if you really want, like say, 3 Nadir Servants, 2 whatever, or if you know that this is good and you can see you could play 8 cards. $15 here for your copies. That's not too bad, honestly. In fact, I actually want to test this out in something now that I'm thinking about it. Current card, Divocation, Starlight, Rare Power of the Elements here. This card is 140 here, going up to about 150. For your Starlights, not too bad. Neospatian Grand Mole, Ultimate Rare. This card is about, let's see, lightly played in near mints. 33, 34. First sets are about 60. Here, near mints are about... Okay, how much are near mints realistically here? 120. Okay, just get the lightly plates here, because this card is a very popular card for older formats, as well as it is in Neospatian. This card's not bad. I mean, it's basically, you compulse both monsters. I mean, this card was at times one of your only ways to get rid of cards on the board. Transmigration Prophecy, Ultimate Rare. These are about mob plays, first sets for about 11. That's not awful here. Lightly plates and near mints are about 13, so 13's not bad. Going up to 20s over here. First editions are 20, 21 here. This card's not bad. I mean, you select 2 cards from the graveyard, shuffle them back in the owner's deck. I mean, we have a lot of cards that activate in the graveyard now. All that. Might not be a bad card to pick up, honestly. Neo Parshat, the Sky Paladin from Strike of Neos. You special summon this card by triggering the Air Knight Parshaft during battle. This does piercing damage. And then Went. His card. Then when this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you draw a card as well. Sending your skies on the field and your life points are higher than your opponent's. This card gets attack and defense equal to the difference. So you kind of overstack this card. They really want to make a strategy, but this never just flew off. Secret Rares. This card just looks gorgeous. Are about $10 here for your lightly play. It's not bad. First editions are $25. So if you ever see this card, I mean, there's not a big market for it, but it is worth $25. Card Trader, Ultimate Rare. You can add a card from your deck. From your hand, you can add a card from your hand and shuffle it to your deck. Man, that's just so weird. These older cards are very hard to read sometimes, but basically you put a card from your hand to the deck and then draw a card from your deck, and this can only be activated once per turn, right? I always like this card because it just gets rid of garnets and everything, and if you didn't basically it lets your draws be better in the grind games, at least back in the day. This card's not good anymore, and I understand why. But I'll always have a spot in my heart for this card. $7.60 for lightly played near for first heads. $11 near mints are 13. Believe it or not, this is something I want as my little sweet treat for next month that I personally get from me, because I do love this card. Plus I like the artwork. I really, really do. Also, before I go to the next card, I just want to say I do have a PO box that's in the description below. If you guys ever want to send me anything, even if it's like a thank you letter or anything, or you guys want to just give me cards or something to open up, I would honestly love that. Again, you don't have to, but I do have something so far from my PO box. But I do want to save it for a video. What I kind of want to do is get about 5, 6, packages. If I get more, I get more. In order to do that video. So if you guys do send something in, hey, it's more of a more packages to open up for that video. But I just want to have a minimum so far. Then Aegis of Gaia, gain 3,000 life points. If this face of card removed from the field, lose 3,000 life points. Now, this card's very odd to me because the way I try to play this in Arrow Mage, and it's not bad, but I feel like this card got a really weird errata. But they would be good where it's like, oh, you could just activate this from your hand. But then, I mean, for time rules, this would just be a staple, right? 443. Near mints are about $6 here. First editions for just in general here are about 10, 12, 17. So people have their eye on this card from Strike and Neos. Fusion Devour. When this card battles a fusion monster, basically it beats over any fusion monster that's in attack position. Ultis are about 248, 325. Lightly plates for 4. In fact, let's look at first sets because they seem very cheap. 334, 4, 5. It's very cheap for this card, actually. So, might not be a bad card in the future. It's an out, I'll tell you that. Radiant Gerald. This card just looks really weird to me. Strike of Neos just really didn't have good secret rares. This card is sent to the graveyard. You gain 1,000 life points if the Sanctuary Skies on the field. This card is awful. Like, this is like, I don't know. They really wanted to give Sanctuary of the Sky like some broken support and it never went anywhere. $6 here, going up to about $5.20 here for your secret rares. In fact, I want to see what firsts are in general here. For light plays in your mints. $5.20 going up to 10, so you $7 here. I mean, this card just looks ugly. I can't even say it looks good. So if you have these, I mean, it's worth something if you want to get rid of it for, a Happy Meal or something. In fact, this card probably doesn't even get you a Happy Meal. But I always wish that I could kind of sit down with, like, Konami people who, like, worked on the game in the past to make effects, all that. I want to ask, how much faith did you have in Strike and Neos when you released all this Sanctuary in the Sky support because nobody played it? Do you feel upset? Do you feel upset that you wasted everybody's time? Like, I don't know. I just thought that'd be really, really cool. It's one video that I'd always love to do on my channel is getting someone who worked for Konami as an interview. Like, that's something that I would love. I would actually get that, like, sent out and edited by, like, a really good editor and all that. To see, and give it to you guys because you guys would probably really, really like it. Even though the product quality might not be that, as good because I do want to get a nicer camera eventually. Your boy's struggling a little bit, but eventually we will get that very, very nice camera, and I will be doing some more outside stuff because I do want to expand my channel a little bit more. I do market watches, I do news videos, and I do my discussions as well as some openings. So that is a lot. Don't get me wrong here, but eventually, and I have this as a plan because someone keeps bothering me with it. No one who's commenting, but someone I talk to in person. And he keeps, and I was saying that, I will eventually start playing a little bit more in events, giving more deck profiles. In fact, you guys will probably be getting a deck profile in the next 2 weeks. I just want to kind of try something. In fact, I might give you guys 2 deck profiles of the same deck, and I'm going to show you one way I like to play it and one different way I like to play it. So I will see you guys in the next video, which will be tomorrow's live stream at 10 p.m. Be there or be square. Leave a like on this video if you're buying any cards on TCGplayer. Please use my affiliate link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to know additional cards too. And remember, I have my socials like Twitter and Instagram in the description below, so go follow me there. But if you don't have Twitter, keep it that way. In fact, it is getting a little bit better, so I might not say that in like a year's time, but still pretty bad. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.